Clemson Tigers. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
I caught up with the Hokies head coach before the game. He is so pleased with the way this quarterback is playing. As you know, he was a transfer coming in, and they didn't know what they were getting exactly. But he has become one of the leaders of this team. He has proven that he can carry them. If he keeps playing like this, the sky's the limit. I'll keep you posted on how he's settling in here early to start this game. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly. And the Hokies headed for the ball, and we're ready for action. Here he comes from inside his own 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. The Tigers offense will go to work first. And we expect a lot of the game plan to be built around Gideon Davidson. Big day in his last game. Over 150 yards on the ground and a score. They'll run this play from the pistol. Looking for space. It's Davidson. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Gets it out quickly. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. And the Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The run inside. It's Johnson. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 9-yard pickup on 1st down, and now they can take a shot on 2nd and short. They'll try the counter. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And that was a nice 2nd down run and setting up 3rd and inches. And now it's physical time, right? Like, they know you might run the football. You know you probably want to run the football. How can you be more physical? Sometimes bring some extra bodies, some extra tight ends in. Go to that play that you know is your short yardage play. That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They're in their own territory, but they are undeterred. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field position. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
So Virginia Tech's offense coming onto the field, and we'll get our first look at them in this one. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, maybe.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punch. Jesse, how do you slow that guy down?
I mean, you just got to pick your matchup poison, honestly. You can put a safety against him and try to take advantage of the speed, but he's not going to be big enough to match up physically. If you go linebacker, you're not fast enough. So, mixing and matching the looks, I think, is the best chance this defense has.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on 3rd down.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Quarterback on the keeper. Will not get there. A fourth down stop.
And listen, we know this QB wants to take off. Fourth down, go time, got to make a play. Defense locked in, dialed in, got to him, got him on the ground, didn't let him get to the sticks.
They'll move the wide receiver. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play.
Well, I love the aggressive nature of the defense on that play. Everybody playing with eye discipline. They saw the pre-snap motion. They knew who had the football, and you saw guys play with excellent instinct, running downhill and making a tackle.
Back to pass on second down. Unloads to the wideout. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Fires to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds right around the 34-yard line, and now they've got a little something brewing. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 34. Running inside. It's Davidson. Across the 45. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a 1st down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Guys, let's chat a little bit about Clemson. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference. They've got to keep playing well.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. No good. After the miss, no change in the score.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man, just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. You could probably question the decision to pass on a field goal last time, and they came up empty on that previous drive, Jesse.
I just think in this offense, it's going to come down to critical down and distances, right? Down in the red zone, 3rd down, 4th down. I like them being aggressive. They just got to do a better job executing.
Yeah, and they kind of know what the defense gave them last time. So let's be more aggressive and take advantage of that defense on this drive.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Grabbed behind the line. It's Denmark. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain.
What a great play by that cornerback. There's so much space out here in football, the way they spread you out. But to be able to break on the football when it's thrown on those quick passes like that, nice job by the cornerback.
Picks up just a few before he's brought down. Not really willing to take a risk there on 3rd and long. The Hokies line up to punt it away. And the ball will bounce at the 4 and find its way into the end zone for a touchback. Clemson comes out its offense ready to go on the attack. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Fights off a defender. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Wants to fire on 2nd down. Got a man. It's Moore. There he goes. Good, solid pickup on that one. They got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down. The Tigers, right after the huge play through the air, back to the line. They'll send the tight end in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davidson. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. He'll take it up to the 45-yard line, and they stop him and knock him out of bounds.
Man, this defense has their hands full today because not only do they have to worry about the running backs and not only do they have to worry about the passing game, they've got to worry about this quarterback running the football because of plays like that. Not a huge explosive play, but he showed you the athleticism, and he showed you he has the ability to hurt you with his legs.
Fires to the wideout. Wide open downfield. They make the stop, but not before he wraps up this first period with a huge gain. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. They've got a first down here to open the period. Some misdirection with the counter. Not much room. A pickup of 2 down to the 28.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of that.
Trying to run, it's Davidson. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers!
And I like the running back's vision. He sees the hole, explodes through it. He knows where the goal line is, gets in the end zone, gets 6.
And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. On the run from inside his own 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. I think he hurried it a little bit too much, got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play. Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Blasted as he lets it go.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
Now on the return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better field position this time around. The handoff to Johnson. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, you know, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. To the ground to try to move the chains. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
And I think this is going to be a focal point moving forward, man. Like stopping the run game. Like they continue to have success and have success now on this third.
Got a little grass. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Clemson.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Virginia Tech sideline, I can tell you this crowd has played a factor early in this game. On the road, in a hostile environment, they have not been able to get going in this game. They have failed to score, not productive on their early drives, and they are talking about how the crowd noise is impacting them. I see them talk to each other, trying to tighten things up at the line of scrimmage. This is a factor. This crowd is making a big difference here so far. Guys?
We'll keep an eye on that, Holly. The give to the back. Finding an escape route. Got enough for the first. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. And the Hokies want to pick up the tempo.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
The sure hands, it's Keith. Make the stop at the 40, but it's a 10-yard gain and a fresh set of downs.
Every drive is obviously important, but now that you've dug yourself a hole, this offense, they need to score here. Like, before the half, they need to move this ball down the field. Nice job in the passing game. Got to put a few together. Need to get some points to cut into this lead right before the half.
Pressure's there, and he lets it go.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
The RPO, fire complete to the left. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size.
And that was a really good job by the defense. Again, keeping everything in front of you in that situation, and now you're rewarded with the 3rd and long. So on this down, we'll see if they bring some pressure or if they lay back and play zone.
They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. 3rd down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
That was a nice swat. Even Dikembe Mutombo would love to wave his fingers side to side and say, no, no, no.
What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? The run inside. It's Overton. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Oh, they blocked it. That's a live ball, and the defense has it.
And how about the push from the right side? Be able to get a little bit of penetration, move those guys back, and then just flying in there, laying out, getting your hands on the football, tipping the football, and getting the block.
No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Using his legs, it's Davidson. Picks up the first down. Oh, he's got some space. And he scores! Touchdown, Tigers! They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Now, you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited, get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. He'll start the return inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Hokies offense to start this possession. They really need to get points on this drive to sort of steady the ship. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. A strike downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Face mask.
You might get away with grabbing just about anything except the face mask. Got to keep those hands below the face mask. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And I love linebackers, man, that just have a nose for the football, an absolute feel. Great job not losing vision, feeling the running back start to come out of the backfield to catch the football, and then doing the most important part. Probably the hardest, too, getting him on the ground.
Under fire. Outside the pocket, lets it go. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down? The Hokies come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll send the back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed in the middle, it's Reynolds.
As a tight end, if you're going to be good in the passing game, you've got to be able to feel the windows when defenses play zone coverage. And he did a really good job of that right there. He didn't rush. He didn't hurry. He took his time, found the soft spot, and gave his quarterback an easy place to throw the football.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Running inside. It's Hawkins. Maybe a crease. They get him corralled, but he carries it all the way down to the 7-yard line.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
And here's the chance to cut into that lead before halftime. 1st and goal. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Motion from the wide receiver. Now on the move. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit.
After getting stopped on that 2nd down, don't be surprised if the offense hands it off to him again here at the goal line on 3rd.
The 8th play of the drive coming. You'd hate to settle for a field goal. It's 3rd and goal. 3rd down coming, but we'll have to wait just a second. Offense wants to think things over. They call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Might want to muster up that protection. They had one blocked earlier. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. Had to settle for the field goal.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25 plays. They've got it on offense. We'll see how aggressive they are trying to put up points before the break. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. And he's not going anywhere as this defense has no plans to give up a big play before the half. This will likely be the last play of the half. Halftime as both teams head into the locker room. We're looking forward to a terrific second half, but before that, let's check in with Kevin Connors.
Guys, welcome into the epicenter of the college football world, our Orlando EA Sports Studios, and a great Week 8. We begin with a look in on Iowa State taking on the Arizona Wildcats. And it's the Cyclones sneaking out of here with an upset victory. Gonna have to see how the rankings shake up following this outcome. And that now gets this group to 3 wins, which is nothing to write home about yet. But brick by brick, this staff is starting to build something.
Ready to start the second half, and Clemson will kick it away. Coming out with it, it's Heath. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. A dynamic return, explosive, and got loose on this kick coverage team, and they were barely able to keep him from taking it all the way. Ollie, what's the story as we start this second half?
Virginia Tech's head coach told me at halftime they are really thrilled with how their defense is playing so far. They knew coming in that they had a really tough opponent in the wide receiver on the other team, somebody who could change a game.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And it's an ancient proverb for a reason, right? Know thyself. And what he does best is hang in the pocket and throw strikes and attack the field. It's not really running, and you can see he takes off, and the defense closes in fast, and the most important thing happens for the defense. They hit him, they get the ball out, and they force the turnover.
How nice is it as a play caller when you've got a running back as good as this guy, right? I mean, you can just dial up conservative run calls. Nothing has to be too tricky, too fancy. You just know he's going to go make good things happen. Even when it's not blocked properly, he is still finding ways to rip off long runs. This guy now has over 150 yards rushing in the game. Doesn't look like he's slowing down, guys.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. Pulls it in. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be first down. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll go to the counter play. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. It'll be third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Here's a Heat. And the catch along the sideline will come up a little short of the first down.
And on that out route, third down, guys, you just want to see a little bit better execution. You want to see more depth on the route. You want to see a little bit more of an accurate throw so he doesn't have to come back and fight for it, so that we can pick up the first down a lot easier. A little bit better by the quarterback and receiver, and as a result, they do get the catch. But
makes the grab, plenty for the first down. Touchdown, Tiger! And the stomping has commenced.
This is a receiver that is so good running routes. You never know which way he's going to go at the top of this route because he doesn't telegraph where he's going. And timing on corner routes is so important. And the quarterback did a nice job getting it out early so his receiver could make the catch and then take it into the end zone.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Virginia Tech sends the offense onto the field. Unless Unless you have somebody ready to do his best Tom Brady impression, down 28-3 is no fun, and they have to get something going right now. Here's the pressure. It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. Short completion on first down, and here comes 2nd and 8. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Rush is on him. And they got it.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job, man. You got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in the second half.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these types of situations so they can adjust accordingly. And that's what they're doing right now. Their coverage is being dictated by the scoreboard. They're going to make it really, really hard on this quarterback here in the second half to throw any completions.
The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive, because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll keep it on the ground. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man. He goes out of bounds right at midfield.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
The throw. That's caught. It's Brown. Hard-hitting tackle.
Well, it's a great job by the receiver fighting back across the DB there to get to the inside, locate the ball, and catch the slant.
Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Johnson. There's a crease. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the... Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28. Midway point in the season, and games like this one can have a big impact on the rankings from week to week as we see upsets happen and favorites continuing to flex muscle. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. On the run, it's Davidson. Breaks into the open. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
You can tell, man, really made a point for this offense to run the football, to be physical and defensively. Already getting behind in this football game, not stopping the run on this drive. They've got to get more aggressive. They got to get more physical on that line of scrimmage.
And here comes the field goal unit for the 2nd time tonight. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And they just tack on more points to this big lead. Listen, 4th quarter is sitting extremely pretty. All we got to do, not give up big plays, make them earn everything they get the rest this way, and we looking pretty good.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. And we're about to get another look at this Hokie offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Deep zone coverage here by the defense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Got it in the middle. It's Reynolds. Moves it out to the 34-yard line. A nice 15-yard gain on that one. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go right back downfield. Right down the middle. Makes the grab. It's Reynolds. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
The offense has struggled. They're not going to win this game, but trust me, this coaching staff is still trying to find things to build off of for next week. And after an explosive play like that, maybe they can generate just a little bit of momentum and gain a little bit of confidence that they can keep coaching up heading into their next game.
Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. The offense couldn't get the snap off in time, and it'll cost them. After the setback, the offense gets set for a 1st and 15. He's looking to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Hawkins. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
And that's a really good play by this defense because you want to run a screen offensively when they're blitzing. When they bring pressure, you can throw it right over the top, get it to them, get some space, but they stayed home just enough there to make the play.
Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And maybe this guy was hoping somebody would bail him out, like a tuck rule or something.
Not going to be so lucky this time around. Give the defense credit. This pass rush is serious. It's real. And this quarterback is now going to have to play with a clock in his head that's going off just a little bit quicker. He's got to do a better job understanding when to get rid of it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. Never really got that return cranking, but the offense is set up at the 30. Virginia Tech opens this drive as the offense looks ready to go. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. And the Hokies peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the 5-yard step off, 1st and 15 for this offense. Wide receiver going in motion. He'll set up to throw. With the catch, it's Green. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Looking to the big tight end. Got his man downfield. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmakers.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've really got this offense humming. Just a fourth play of the drive, and it's 1st and goal. They'll go to the air. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down.
I really like the play by the quarterback. Very, very smart. Listen, early in the downs, goal-to-go situation. Drop back. You don't see it right away. Tuck it and get positive yards. Make that next down easier so I can try to get a little bit closer to the goal line and I can get that touchdown. Headsy play by the QB.
Picked up some of what they needed on 1st down. Now it's 2nd and goal from the 5. Looking to fire. Trying to barrel in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense. Because today...
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
The defense puts the exclamation point on the day. They have had a wonderful day, man. Doing everything great. Just, you could tell they were dialed into what was going on. And now just throw another sack in the equation. Hitting the quarterback, being...
Now, the offense is still out there. They're taking a gamble here. They could come up empty by passing on the field goal here on 4th down. With the win today, they're now bowl eligible, and that's certainly worth celebrating, at least to some degree, wouldn't you say, guys?
Yeah, listen, at the start of the year, there are a lot of goals that get put up on the blackboard. Reaching a bowl game is one of them. So now you can go ahead and check that off. But if you're this football team, you're not celebrating that tonight. You're looking to build on this win moving ahead because they've got bigger goals down the road, Dave.
They do, and they've shown you some good flashes throughout the season, man. Some moments that really say this team could be really, really good. And so I think you continue to improve. You know at the end of the season, I get to take a vacation. Wherever the bowl game is, we get a free trip with my boys, but there's some work to be done still.
That's going to